Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA's.
All right, Coach, we are pleased. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Off the bootleg, Davis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Davis. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Robbins. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. Messina. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davis now. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and 2, Davis. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 95. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Davis from the gun, he'll throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Well, look now at our starting defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw on 3rd down. Robbins throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun. Robbins over the middle. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off play action. Robbins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I got 83.
Here's Davis off the play fake. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Messina. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Messina. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Messina. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Davis. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Messina. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Davis now, off play action. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Davis on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Messina. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Messina. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Yeah, baby.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision.
I'm going to hit you all the ball. Check 93.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Throwing on 1st down. Robbins got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Robbins, he gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. Back to throw. Robbins, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer And likely throwing again, you'd have... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
How are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Davis firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. Davis. He's got Thompson here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following in.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 23-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
12 yards there and a first down. Davis on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Davis. And this is caught at the 8. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Davis operating from the gun. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 8 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Davis now off the bootleg. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Davis from the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone. Robbins. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Robbins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off the play fake. Robbins.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off play action. Davis. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Robbins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Robbins. Got a man. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st and 10. Robbins, man open left side is Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Robbins. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Davis throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Messina, and he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Here's Davis off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead,
the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Back to throw. Robbins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robbins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Robbins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Looking to throw. Davis. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Messina. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Cowboys down 28-21. And time, a huge factor. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.